to the line and cans 2. He's got 10, and New Albany leads it by 6.
12 seconds left to go in this one, and it can be a long 12 seconds.
No good, and the New Albany fans, they won't keep him off the floor this time.
And there's a steal, wide open. Norman, yes, sir. He works it back cross court, and there's a steal. Watch Handley go in and score. New Albany with the basketball. Shire in the paint, lays it up with one hand and scores.
Kennard with it. Pino Pike wide open. Spins, slams. He brings the house down with that one.
Oh, the
Pino Pike.
It's Hoosier hysteria at its finest. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a sold-out Johnson Arena here on the campus of Jeffersonville High School. I'm Tom Gross along with Ted Rutan, and we've got a great matchup for you tonight. It's a great rivalry that dates way back. Jeffersonville playing host to New Albany. Ted, you can't get a game any better than this.
Well, Tom, that's exactly right. Jeffersonville and New Albany have a great history, a great rivalry. Both teams are excellent this year. They have a great squad. Jeffersonville was ranked #1 before they lost last week to Richmond. And New Albany's undefeated right now, 7-0, and looking to take it to Jeffersonville tonight.
How many places, how many high school gyms do you know where they sell out for a high school basketball game? It happens a lot in the state of Indiana, and it's happening tonight here at Johnson Arena. One of the reasons we've got a Mr. Basketball candidate in this game.
Well, Sharon Wilkerson for Jeffersonville, he's already committed to Indiana. He's rated one of the best players in Indiana. He is a definite Mr. Basketball candidate. Jeffersonville thinks he is Mr. Basketball. And, of course, they also have a junior that's looking for back-to-back Mr. Basketball next year, Brian Hanley. And Jeffersonville's really pumped up for those two players.
And New Albany comes in with an all-star candidate of their own.
Noy Castillo, he's already committed to the Citadel. He's a great shooting guard for New Albany. He has good three-point range, an all-around good player for New Albany. He's been a 3-year starter.
Glad you're with us tonight. It's going to be an exciting basketball game. It's #3 in the state of Indiana against #8. We're going to break for some of our fine sponsors. We'll be back with more from Johnson Arena here at Jeffersonville High School.
Richard Becht Heating and Cooling, your source for home comfort for over 30 years. Now offering service at regular rates until 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Please give our professional staff a call today. Sloan Pontiac Buick GMC Trucks, Metro Louisville's only dealership that sells Pontiac, Buick, and GMC all in one location, with the largest selection of new cars and trucks, and receiver of Pontiac's Master Dealer Award of '92. Sloan Pontiac Buick GMC Trucks, located 1 block west of Green Tree Mall in Clarksville.
The Free Enterprise System, the motor coach company that specializes in field trips and tours for the Jeffersonville and New Albany area. For a safe and worry-free field trip, call the Free Enterprise System. Anything else is just a bus ride.
The Hartfield Company, specializing in life, health, and investment planning. The Hartfield Company, Incorporated, has 27 years' experience in fringe benefit planning, life and health insurance, in addition to a whole array of investment opportunities, including mutual funds and investment annuities. 27 years professional and friendly service. Call 948-9201.
Welcome back to Johnson Arena. A capacity crowd on hand for this high school basketball game. It's regular season, folks. It's not even tournament time, and we've got 5,300 people in here and many, many viewers out there in TV land to see an exciting basketball game this evening between the New Albany Bulldogs, 7-0 on the year, and the Jeffersonville Red Devils. They are 10-1 on the season. Diana Lane is with us tonight, and she's standing by at courtside, and I believe we're going to find out a little bit more about how this place sold out tonight from a couple of athletic directors. So let's take it down to Diana Lane at courtside.
We've got a great rivalry matchup tonight between Jeff and New Albany. Now with me here I have Ralph Scales. He's the athletic director here in Jeffersonville. And I also have Gary Austin, who's the athletic director with New Albany. Now, my first question is, we've got a great crowd on hand. It's been sold out.
Yes, it sold out at 1 o'clock today. The good people in New Albany were good enough to buy about 1,000 tickets, and we hold 5,300, so we had them sold out by 1 o'clock today.
Now, what does the basketball program mean to Jeff financially?
Our basketball program takes care of 17 other sports, so without the money we get for this, we don't have the 17 other sports. In some states, money can come from other sources, but in Indiana, it's got to come from gate receipts.
Now, Gary, the New Albany Jeff game was in your home territory last year. What does it take to plan for this kind of a live broadcast?
Well, it's great when you're working with people like Cardinal Communication because they do all the work. All I had to do was provide the space, and they tell me how many tickets they need, where they want the cameras set up, and all that type of stuff. And all I had to do was provide the space, and they did everything else and gave us a few dollars when it was all over, and it was terrific.
Now, both Jeff and New Albany has consistently had great basketball teams. What kind of pressure does that put on the coaches and the athletic department?
Well, obviously it's a lot more pressure on the coach than it is on the athletic director. But as Ralph was saying, New Albany's budget runs about $140,000 a year. If we don't make at least $70,000 off of basketball, then we're really hurting. So basketball has to carry everything, and it's like anything else. If you're not winning, the people don't come out.
Gary, Ralph, thank you very much for your time.
Well, we're glad to have you here tonight.
Thank you. Now, we've got a great matchup. Like we say, New Albany is going to try to be patient with their offense. Jeffersonville, however, they're going to try to run and shoot. We'll find out who prevails. Tom, Chad?
Thanks, Diana. We're going to take a break now and hear from some of our fine sponsors. It's number 8, New Albany, at number 3, Jeffersonville. Hoosier hysteria at its finest.
Invites you to sneak a peek at Southern Indiana's most impressive furniture showroom, Paris Design Center, 700 Pearl Street, New Albany. Complete furnishings for the home and office. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturdays, 10 till 4. Tommy Lancaster Restaurant, the perfect spot to relax and replay the game over a pizza, a sandwich, or a full meal along with your favorite beverage. Tommy's is open late, too. The kitchen is open until 11:30 Monday through Thursday, until 12:30 on Friday and Saturday. Tommy Lancaster Restaurant, 1629 East Market, New Albany. First National Bank of Indiana, where home equity loans are 5.9%. See First National Bank of Indiana at any of their 11 convenient locations for all your loan needs. At 6 of their locations, they'll tell you, we do Saturdays. First National Bank of Indiana, coming through for you. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Call's Body Shop, 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany, is truly your friend in the auto business. Call's specialty is body work, but they handle all kinds of insurance work. They straighten frames and do interior as well as exterior work. See Mickey Call for quality at a fair price. Call's Body Shop, family owned and operated since 1954. Who can you count on for exceptional values for your home? Who has the finest brand name selection? Who has guaranteed lowest prices with free delivery on most items? Who? Smith's Furniture, Appliances and Electronics. That's who.
Welcome back to Johnson Arena here on the campus of Jeffersonville High School in Jeffersonville, Indiana, on the great muddy Ohio River this time of year. Tom Gross along with Ted Rutan to bring you all the play-by-play action tonight. Ted, while we have some time here, let's get into a couple of keys in this basketball game. First, for New Albany, they come in 7-0, and Jim Miller, a great team concept man, and I understand now we're going to the national anthem here in just a moment, so we'll hold that thought here until we take care of business. You can see some of the crowd, just a fantastic turnout here tonight, and anytime you get 5,300 people in one small confined area like this, there's going to be some noise, and we're expecting that tonight.
Well, of course, Tom, when you have this many people in a sold-out arena, it does have a lot of excitement, and Hoosier hysteria just can't be topped with a setting like this.
The local ROTC will present the colors tonight here at Jeffersonville High School. And we will have our national anthem here momentarily. I'm excited to see 2 possible Mr. Basketballs in this game on the same team. Another all-star candidate on New Albany. We ought to see some great play tonight.
Well, that's right, Tom. Jeffersonville wants to keep the tempo at a very fast pace. New Albany wants to slow the game down a little bit, take advantage of their outside shooting and their guard play.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. There's our national anthem. Ted, let's get back on the keys to tonight's basketball game. First of all, for New Albany, coached by Jim Miller. As we said earlier, he runs a very team-type concept game. Will he do that tonight against a very high-powered offensive Jeffersonville?
He certainly hopes so, Tom. New Albany needs to have control of the tempo. They want to slow the game down, take advantage of the quickness from Ladrell Whitehead and Noy Castillo, the shooting ability from Noy Castillo outside, and keep the game in the 60s, maybe the 70s. Jeffersonville, on the other hand, Tom, they want to push the tempo. They want to pressure the defense, make the pace of the game, get the game up into the high 70s or the 80s, and Jeffersonville's overall athletic strength hopes to take care of business for Mike Broughton's Red Devils.
Ted Rutan, for those of you who do not know him, was a member of the Columbus East High School basketball team. He has been to Market Square Arena on a Final Four team and has tasted that atmosphere. Is it somewhat like what we feel here this evening?
Very much so, Tom. Whenever you have a capacity crowd like we have here, the players are definitely up for the game. This could mean the conference. This is a Hoosier Hills Conference battle. It also means bragging rights. Anytime you have rivals playing in a game like this, Jeffersonville and New Albany are both ranked highly in the state. Jeffersonville 3, New Albany 8. New Albany is undefeated. Jeffersonville's not. New Albany won the game last year. All these little things factor in, and you know these players are pumped up for tonight's basketball game.
There's no doubt about that. We were standing before our pregame near the New Albany locker room, and you should have heard the roar just from the players as they entered the court for the first time. These guys get up for a game like this.
Definitely. Again, that could be one of the factors as well. Sometimes teams come out so emotionally high that they can make mistakes at the start of the basketball game. The coaches want the team to play their kind of game. New Albany, that means slowing down the tempo a little bit. For Jeffersonville, that means let's push up the pressure defense to its fullest, and let's make the pace of the game be as quick as possible so we can take advantage of Jeffersonville's quickness.
We're just a couple of minutes away from the starting lineups here this evening from Johnson Arena. Glad you're with us. Let's take a look at a couple of other things as far as the game is concerned here this evening. Number one, you heard the athletic directors talk about what it takes to get this many people into an arena like this. Let's talk about how important that is for a home team. I know last year we did the same game at New Albany, and that place was packed out, sold out, and it was sold out several days in advance. Less seats there than there are here, but still, they played like a sixth man in that game, and New Albany was ranked in the number 10, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Jeffersonville was number 1 at the time, and New Albany upended Jeffersonville in that game at New Albany. Is the home crowd a factor in this game?
It very well can be. Jeffersonville, if they can use the enthusiasm that rubs off from the crowd, that can help a pressure defense and make the game more of a frenzied pace. When a team wants to slow the tempo down, they're trying to take the crowd out of the game, while Jeffersonville, they want to run up and down the floor and put a lot of points on the board to get the crowd behind them all night.
I understand there's a bit of a ceremony that will be going on here shortly. They are honoring a member of the Basketball Hall of Fame here, and that will be going on momentarily before our starting lineups. So we'll be taking care of that business here, and then we'll get the starting lineups for tonight's game. A couple of stats for you folks watching this evening. Jeffersonville is averaging 55% shooting from the field. 70% from the free throw line. They're about a 39% shooting club from three-point range. They're pulling down 39 rebounds a game, and they have turned the ball over about 13 to 14 times per contest. Their only loss on the year was in the tournament up at Chrysler Arena, the Hall of Fame Classic, and in that game they turned the ball over 24 times.
Well, Tom, Jeffersonville does like to push the ball up the floor. When you have a lot of turnovers, that can really hurt the team, because when they push the ball up the floor, they're going to get some turnovers just in their aggressiveness, going out on fast breaks, trying to make steals and make the big play. But when they make those passes and don't turn the ball over, they get several easy opportunities, and that can be one of the reasons they have that 55% field goal shooting percentage for the season.
Let's see if we can pick up the PA announcer here as they make the presentation for the Hall of Fame here at Jim Johnson Arena here on the campus of Jeffersonville High School.
He was Jeff's leading scorer and rebounder his senior year when he was selected to the Indiana High School All-State team. He graduated from Indiana University and started with 2 Big Ten championship teams. He was the captain of the team and selected all Big Ten in 1961. He was a graduate assistant at IU while earning his diploma degree in the IU School of Law. He has served as president of the Indiana Trial Lawyers Association, elected a fellow of the American College of Trial Lawyers, and admitted to practice law before the Supreme Court of the Indiana and the Supreme Court of the United States. He is currently a partner in the law firm Carr, Ritchie, Oretzky, and Morton. Currently living in Lebanon, Indiana. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of Indiana's finest, Mr. Pete Oretzky. And now, City Council President and former high school teammate Robert Potter is presenting Mr. Oretzky with the ceremonial of Manager of the Board of Jeffersonville. And finally, from the City of Jeffersonville, a special memo and an official proclamation designating tomorrow, Saturday, January 9th, as Pete Oretzky Day in Jeffersonville. This is presented by Jeffersonville Mayor, the Honorable Buddy Parker. And now Mr. Oretzky has a few words for fans. I'd like to take just a second to thank all of you folks here. It's great to be back in Jeffersonville, where I think the most precious thing that you can have, and that's an education. I'd like to thank Bill Johnson, Bob Connor, Dickie Inman, probably all the guys that I've played with over the years, Jack Van, and what a basketball tradition we have here in Jeffersonville. Go Red Devils, be gone!
Well, he's a graduate of Jeffersonville, so I think he's pulling for the Red Devils tonight, don't you, Ted?
He sure is, and you can hear the New Albany fans saying congratulations, but you don't have to get the Red Devils hyped up.
We're just about ready to get things started here. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game between the number 8 ranked New Albany Bulldogs and the number 3 ranked Jeffersonville Red Devils. And New Albany coming in, as we said, 7-0. The Bulldogs coached by Jim Miller at a guard number 40, Noy Castillo, a 6'1", 170-pound senior.
Noy Castillo, he's an Indiana All-Star candidate, the leading player for New Albany.
At the other guard, number 45, Ladrell Whitehead, a great player at 5'9".
Latrell Whitehead brings quickness to the offense and defense for New Albany, and his pressure is important tonight.
At a forward, number 53, David Hunter, a 6'4 junior.
David Hunter is a double-figure scorer, 14 points a game. They need a big game out of Hunter inside this evening.
At the other forward, Mike Petroselli, number 50. He's a 6'2 junior.
Petroselli doesn't have the big numbers, only 5 points and 5 boards a game, but he's a good team player for New Albany Bulldogs.
And the final man, the Hoss in the paint, Jeff Crowley, number 54, the center, 6'8 senior.
Well, Jeff Crowley is 6'8", but he's not very physical, and New Albany needs him to be a presence with his height inside against Jeffersonville's meat inside this evening.
And the New Albany Bulldogs, as we said, coached by Jim Miller, in the twilight of Johnson Arena as they've turned the lights out here and the fanfare, the pregame hoopla is underway. You'd think you were at UNLV with Tark the Shark here today.
They sure get fired up here in Jeffersonville, and you can see the fans appreciate the great play they've had from the Red Devils this season.
Let's see the starters for Jeffersonville, plus a couple of the other players that will be involved much so in this game tonight. Starting at a forward, number 42, Brent Connor, a 6'5 senior.
Connor's averaging 10 points a game. He's a strong player inside for Jeffersonville.
Starting at the other forward, guard rather, at a guard spot, number 20, Sharon Wilkerson, going to IU next year, Mr. Basketball candidate.
You can't say too much about Sharon Wilkerson. He's not just a scorer, he's also a great team player and leads the Red Devils in assists as well.
At the other guard, B.J. Flynn, number 12, 6'2 senior playmaker.
B.J. Flynn's a great shooter. His father, of course, Mr. Basketball, hero from Jeffersonville.
Here's a Mr. Basketball candidate for next year, number 44, Brian Hanley.
Brian Hanley is a strong player inside, and he has good quickness outside as well.
And at a guard, number 22, Dana Overton, a 6-foot senior.
We'll see Overton come in off the bench and do quite a bit for Jeffersonville this evening with their pressure defense.
And number 24 at a guard later on this evening, Brad Bixler, a 5'10 sophomore. And Jeffersonville's head coach, Mike Broughton, they are 10-1 on the season. Their lone loss coming at the Hall of Fame Classic when they lost to the team they lost to in the Final Four last year, Richmond. And that final score was 76-70. They came back and won the consolation over White River Valley, 91-77. And they are 10-1 on the year, and we're ready to tip things up here and get started at Johnson Arena. Glad you're with us, Tom Gross, along with Ted Rutan. We're ready for a tough one tonight. Ted, you can just almost feel the tension in the air here.
Well, that's right, Tom. It's definitely a great atmosphere. You can't get it any better than this here that we have tonight in Jeffersonville.
Norman controls the tip, and we're underway. Sharon Wilkerson for Jeffersonville.
New Albany starting out in a 2-3 zone.
Inside, taking it right to the hole. Brent Hanley, averaging 18 a game, scores. He's a 56% field goal shooter.
Strong move by Brian Hanley. Went with the left hand and then used the right hand on the reverse layup to attack the pressure by New Albany.
To the other end, Whitehead puts it up. It won't go down, but the nice follow by David Hunter for two. We're tied 2-2. And there's a steal. Latrell Whitehead gets it. 4-2, New Albany. Jeff with the ball once again. Inside, shot on the way short. Rebound off to Jeff Crowley, the 6'8 senior.
Tom, you can see that Jeffersonville really wants to knock the ball inside. New Albany, on the other hand, they're going to take the good outside shots.
Shot on the way, no good. By Petroselli, and quickly comes Wilkerson. Stops, feeds it inside, up, and no good. Connor missed the shot, rebound, controlled by the Bulldogs. Whitehead brings it across the time stripe. Bounce pass to Petroselli on the right. Back to Whitehead, baseline, corner. He'll drive, puts it up, and scores.
Excellent move by Latrell Whitehead. He got a chance to get to the baseline and then was able to make a nice move inside, avoid the defense, and lay it in for his fourth point.
Hanley inside, the turnaround jumper by Connor won't go down. And here comes number 45, Latrell Whitehead. Yes! 6 points 8-2. New Albany on top by 6.
A great start here for New Albany, and that's exactly what Jim Miller wanted, to make sure he can get the New Albany fans involved in this ball game.
B.J. Flynn can't get it to go. And we've got a foul down low on the Red Devils. Foul's going to be whistled against number 42, Brent Connor. That's his first, the team's first.
Look here on the replay, Tom. You see Flynn has the open shot, just can't get it to go down. And Brent Connor comes over the back. New Albany has good block-out position.
We have a timeout on the court with our score. It's the Jeffersonville Red Devils 2, New Albany, the visiting team, 8.
Citizens Fidelity Bank, like most banks, we place a great importance on numbers, the fiscal and physical kind. That's why Citizens Fidelity is pleased to lend our support to our local athletic programs. We believe that athletic achievement instills a sense of pride in our community. Citizens Fidelity Bank, a PNC bank.
Toothache, sore gums, or questions about dentistry in general? Call Dr. Joseph P. Hartman, 948-8154. Dr. Hartman pays particular attention to pleasing even the most frightened patient through quality dental care using the most up-to-date equipment. Dr. Hartman is willing to address any of your family's dental questions.
We are back to Johnson Arena here at Jeffersonville High School, Indiana. Glad you're with us for our matchup between number 3 and number 8 in the state of Indiana in high school basketball. New Albany with a 6-point lead and the basketball, working it out on top. Corey Norman with it as New Albany leads it by the score of 8-2. But that man right there, Ladrell Whitehead, has made his presence known early here with 6 points. Now the 3 from way outside. Ball battled for underneath, put back up and in. Number 53 for the New Albany Bulldogs.
Good effort by David Hunter to grab that loose ball. Castillo took the long-range three-pointer. It didn't drop, but Hunter right there for the rebound.
Sharon Wilkerson tries the 3. It won't go down. And Hunter for the rebound. 4 minutes, 52 seconds to go in quarter number 1. New Albany has built an 8-point lead early here, 10-2 over Jeffersonville. There's Noy Castillo off the glass. It won't go down for him, but the rebound up and no. A foul underneath. Corey Norman will pick up the personal. That's his first, the team's second. And we'll have free throws here for New Albany.
David Hunter doing an excellent job on the boards for New Albany. You can see here Castillo can't get the shot to drop, but Hunter right there once again doesn't get the follow to go, but he's going to the line for 2 free throws, and New Albany is dominating inside right now here in the first quarter.
David Hunter, a 59% free throw shooter. Hunter, best game thus far this year, 23 points against Clarksville in their opener. He puts it up and in. He's got 5. Hunter, good-looking free throw shooter there. His percentage just at 59%, as you see his stats, averaging 14 a game. And he hits 2. Maybe the adrenaline rush helps him there just a bit. It's a 10-point game, New Albany. Here comes Jeffersonville. In trouble, Flynn. Dishes inside, shot on the way off the rim, no good by Overton. And the ball out of bounds, controlled by New Albany.
Everything's going New Albany's way here at the start of the ball game. You can see Coach Mike Broughton yelling for Jeffersonville to put the pressure on New Albany in the backcourt. New Albany's going to try to get the ball to Whitehead to bring it up in a one-on-one situation.
Here come the Bulldogs with 4:20 left to go in the first quarter. They lead it 12-2. Castillo, Whitehead, and they get it over to Petroselli. You're going to see these 5 for New Albany quite a bit tonight. Whitehead's open on the right, but Castillo drives in, and he'll pick up the offensive foul.
Well, Castillo made a nice move to get around the first man, but inside, Jeffersonville was able to step into the lane, draw the charge. You can see here on the replay, that's number 44, Brian Hanley, and Hanley steps in, does a nice job of taking the charge, and that's the type of play that Jeffersonville needs to get back in the basketball game.
Sharon Wilkerson, nice pass inside, shot up a little strong by Hanley, and the ball lost out of bounds. Last touch by Jeffersonville. It'll be Bulldog ball.
Tom, so far, New Albany's done a nice job against the pressure of Jeffersonville. They either get the ball to Whitehead or Castillo and try to bring the ball up one-on-one.
Latrell Whitehead with 6 points, goes all the way to the hole, lays it up and in.
Nice move to the left hand by Latrell. Using his quickness, he went right by Sharon Wilkerson, adjusted to the left hand, and lays it in.
Inside, Hanley, double team. Wilkerson from 22 feet, three-pointer. That's his first bucket of the night, and that cuts the lead 14-5 in favor of New Albany. Ted, they're going to need more of that tonight.
Well, that's right, Tom, and I think that's a confidence builder there for Jeffersonville. They've had some open outside shots and haven't had any drop until that one by Sharon Wilkerson.
Three on the way at the other end. It's good. Number 40, Noy Castillo, averaging 18 points a game. And quickly to the other end, Wilkerson takes it coast to coast for the deuce. He's got 5.
The action's really heating up here, Tom. They didn't take long to get into this game. 17-7 after 5 minutes.
Personal foul going to be whistled against Jeffersonville. I believe on Sharon Wilkerson, his first, the team's third.
For New Albany, Latrell Whitehead has really used his quickness to offset the pressure of Jeffersonville, taking it in for a basket. You can see here he gets right by Wilkerson. And they call the foul on Sharon, and New Albany gets the ball out on the side.
Bulldogs inbound from in front of the Jeff bench, and Coach Jim Miller upset momentarily about something. Now the Bulldogs will run their offense. They lead it 17-7 with 2:50 to go here in quarter number 1. 25-footer from outside. Good by Noy Castillo.
NBA range for Castillo. He's had 3 attempts from three-point range, and they've all been way beyond the arc.
To the near side. Bixler. Wilkerson drives free throw line. Up, no good. Rebound. New Albany. That's David Hunter.
David Hunter controlling the boards. 5 rebounds for David Hunter already in this basketball game.
Down to 2:15. New Albany with the ball. 13-point advantage. Whitehead, he's going to take it to the hole. Lays it up and in.
Nice pick and roll. They didn't even have to roll. Whitehead carried it right off the pick, and Mike Broughton can't be happy with the defense there by Jeffersonville. Wilkerson was picked and had no help, and Whitehead takes it right to the cup for 2.
There's a turnover. Whitehead against Wilkerson. Watch him work. He got it. 12 points for Whitehead. 24-7. Jeffersonville wants a timeout. And we'll take a timeout with the score. New Albany 27, Jeffersonville 7. We've got 1:42 to go in the first quarter.
National Insurance Brokers, a large insurance business right here in downtown New Albany, located at 202 Pearl Street. National Insurance Brokers gives you the best insurance protection possible and the services that save you time and money. National Insurance Brokers in New Albany. Will your furnace survive the winter? Think about it. With cold winter days ahead, now is the time to think about your heating system. New Albany Heating and Air Conditioning and Electrical can repair your existing unit or replace it with a new Carrier high-efficiency furnace. New Albany Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical, 944-6019.
You can see here Latrell Whitehead takes the pick and just goes straight to the basket. Jeffersonville did not get the help side defense, and Whitehead, he's going to take it right to the cup. He's 6 out of 7 from the floor this evening and 12 points so far in tonight's ball game. It's all Latrell Whitehead right now.
Mike Broughton called the timeout as Jeffersonville Red Devils down a bunch early here. 1:35 to go first quarter. And Mr. Basketball candidate Sharon Wilkerson, the man bringing the ball up the court. Brad Bixler gives it up to Overton. Overton goes inside, and it's a turnover. Tried to get it down low to Flynn, but it goes out of bounds. New Albany's basketball.
Well, Tom, New Albany's defense is really a 2-3 zone, and Jeffersonville hasn't done very well against it so far. They've been a little impatient, and there they tried to knock the ball inside and didn't have the good angle, and it just went right out of bounds.
Latrell Whitehead, guarded by Wilkerson. Inside, Castillo. He's got 8. 26-7. New Albany in command right now. Jeffersonville with the basketball. Wilkerson feeds it inside. Ball slapped out of bounds. Last touch by New Albany.
Well, Tom, Ladrell Whitehead didn't score that last basket, but he made the assist. He's doing everything right now for New Albany. Castillo, though, did a nice job of moving without the ball, came off the pick, got the ball from Whitehead in a good position, and he finished it off, taking it to the rack.
You can feel the electricity in the air here as these two teams go head-to-head. Number 3, Jeffersonville, and number 8, New Albany. Shot up and in. B.J. Flynn, a much-needed basket by the Red Devils. We're down to 45 seconds to go in the first quarter, 26-9. Ladrell Whitehead kicks it out to Castillo, sets up, 18-footer off the iron, no good. Battle for the ball, Hunter comes up with it. Fadeaway jumper, missed everything but the glass. Rebound comes out long to Overton. Here comes Jeffersonville on offense now. B.J. Flynn, left side and a foul. I believe on number 50, Mike Petroselli. That will be his first and the team's second.
Well, Tom, you can see that Jeffersonville, they're trying to settle down now. They're able to take the ball to the basket there. Flynn made the shot on the last trip down the floor. This time he felt confident, takes it inside, draws the foul.
Oh, the putback by Sharon Wilkerson off the miss.
Excellent follow by Sharon Wilkerson. That'll get the crowd excited here at the end of the first quarter. And Jeffersonville cutting into the lead.
26-11, we're down to 10 seconds to go. Ladrell Whitehead blocked inside by Wilkerson, and some trash talk now on that end of the court, and we got a technical foul going to be called against one of the two players. 26-11. New Albany on top right now by 15 points with 6 ticks left, and we will have a technical free throw.
Well, Tom, Ladrell Whitehead again tried to take it to the hole. Wilkerson made a nice block, and after the block, some words were said, and I believe they had the technical foul on Jeffersonville. I can't tell which player they called the technical on, but you'll see Noy Castillo going to the free throw line, and definitely not what Jeffersonville needed at the end of the quarter.
Missed the first one.
You can see the block there by Wilkerson, and Wilkerson starts talking to Whitehead, and the little man didn't back down. And I believe they called that T on Wilkerson, and he's now out of the ball game.
Good close-up. Second free throw is good. 9 points for Noy Castillo. 6 seconds on the clock. New Albany with the basketball after the technical foul. They lead it by 16, 27-11.
Look for New Albany to get the ball to Castillo for the shot here at the end of the quarter, if at all possible.
Trouble getting it in. They finally do, and the ball's intercepted and then back by Whitehead up to the hole. He puts it in, and that's your quarter. Ladrell Whitehead, 14 points. New Albany in a shocker right now, 29-11 over Jeffersonville at the end of quarter number 1.
For full-service banking, visit your nearby INB Banking Center. All the financial and insurance service you need to succeed close to home. INB Banking Center serving Clark, Floyd, Harrison, and Washington counties. An equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
J.O. Anderson Son Jewelers is a store full of wonderful surprises. From elegant diamonds to precision-made watches. From Waterford Crystal to China by Lennox and Noritake. For 112 years, J.O. Anderson Son Jewelers, 314 Pearl Street in downtown New Albany.
Buying a home or refinancing? Call Humphreys and Associates. Humphreys is one of the leading mortgage companies in the Midwest, lending over $300 million in 1992. For home financing at very competitive rates, call Humphreys and Associates, Spring and Pearl, New Albany.
Welcome back as we begin quarter number 2, 8 minutes on the clock. We're at Johnson Arena at Jeffersonville High School, Jeffersonville, Indiana. Glad you're with us tonight for Hoosier Hysteria at its best. That man right there, Mike Broughton, his team 10-1, ranked 3rd in the state. A bit concerned as they trail this game right now by 18, 29-11. Whitehead with the ball for the Bulldogs. Working against new defender, I should say, Dana Overton in there, now guarding Whitehead, who scored 14 first quarter points.
That's an interesting matchup, Tom. After Wilkerson had the technical, Coach Broughton took him out of the lineup, tried to settle him down. He'll be back in the ball game soon enough for Jeffersonville.
The miss by the Bulldogs and a foul after a big, strong rebound by Corey Norman, and I think the official's going to try to control the game here a little closer. They called that one. Hunter picks up his first foul for New Albany, and that's the team's third.
You can see Sharon Wilkerson back in the basketball game right away. Coach Broughton wanted to settle him down, let him focus on the basketball game, and not worry so much about the poor start Jeffersonville's had so far.
7:26 to go here in the first half. New Albany 29-11 for Jeffersonville. As Sharon Wilkerson finds B.J. Flynn, and they go inside the money man, Hanley, and he missed the layup, and the rebound pulled out of there by Jeff Crowley, the 6'8 senior.
New Albany's really controlled the board so far. Jeffersonville with only one second chance opportunity, and that was Sharon Wilkerson's slam jam on the rebound.
Bounce pass right side. Whitehead. 16 points.
Tom, I think he's upset we were talking about 3 All-Star candidates. Ladrell Whitehead is doing it all here this evening.
Outside, Jeffersonville with the basketball. Inside shot is good, but a foul before the shot, I believe, against New Albany. Foul's going to be on Corey Norman, number 50. That's his second, and the 4th team foul. So Jeffersonville will bring it in from out of bounds. Petroselli, for New Albany committed the foul. Here's a shot on the way. Good, a three-pointer by Sharon Wilkerson, who now has 10 points in this basketball game.
Sharon Wilkerson is really keeping Jeffersonville in the ball game. They're down 17, but they're still in the ball game. It's early in this basketball game, and Jeffersonville, look for them to make a run here before the end of the half.
You see the score as New Albany throws the ball out of bounds. Pass in the corner intended for Mike Petroselli. Goes into the crowd, so Jeff with a chance to cut into this lead once again. 31-14. New Albany over Jeffersonville with 6:17 to go here in the second quarter.
Coach Broughton has brought in Brad Bixler, and he'll work the point against this zone defense for Jeffersonville and try to get the ball to Sharon Wilkerson in the corner as they do one more time right now on cue.
And he hits the three. Ted, he read your script, buddy. He's got 13 points. Whitehead now getting the double team, and he calls a quick timeout. Very heads-up play there.
Smart play by Ladrell Whitehead. You could see he was under pressure, found himself trapped in the double team at midcourt. His teammates were away, and that leads to the good decision in the timeout for New Albany.
Let's take a break here. 5:53 to go, second quarter. New Albany 31, Jeffersonville 17.
Key Communications Service Incorporated, a full-service data communications company. Key Communications is proud of Southern Indiana and pleased to sponsor top-notch Indiana high school basketball action. 1-800-937-3865.
Sponsored by Kentuckiana's News Channel, WHAS 11, the leader in news and information in Louisville and Southern Indiana. We bring you more news, more often than any other station. That's Kentuckiana's News Channel, WHAS 11. If you've been injured, call Nick Stein Attorney. Absolutely no fee until he wins your case. Serving Southern Indiana. 157 East Main, New Albany, 948-6002.
We're back to action. New Albany with the basketball on offense, and there's a steal. That's Giannis Sanders for Jeffersonville. Lob pass to Bixler. Up, and he's fouled on the inside.
Smart play by Brad Bixler. He took the ball inside. The good pump fake. He didn't figure he'd get the ball over Jeff Crowley, but he did draw the foul, and Bixler, a nice free throw shooter for Jeffersonville, goes to the line.
Bixler, a 90% free throw shooter. A little weaker from the field, but if I was a coach, I'd like to have a good free throw shooter on my team whether or not he can shoot from outside.
Well, Tom, there's another team in the state of Indiana that wears red and, cream and crimson that would like to have some free throw shooters like Brad Bixler.
Wouldn't be talking about the Hoosiers, would you, Ted? Brad Bixler, just a sophomore, puts his second one up and in. He's got 2 points, averages 2.5 a game, and Whitehead fouled by Bixler as he brings the ball up the right sideline. That'll be the first foul on Bixler and the 5th foul on the team.
Jeffersonville really trying to trap New Albany right now, put extra pressure on the basketball. At the start of the ball game, it was strictly man-to-man, but right now they're looking to trap at every opportunity. They've come up with a couple of steals from New Albany that have led to baskets and free throws.
Whitehead gets the ball from out of bounds from Brett Petroselli. 5:25 to go here in the second quarter. Whitehead pass inside. Noy Castillo up and in. He has 11. 33-19. Inside, Hanley in traffic, puts it up and in. What a great play by Brent Hanley.
Well, Tom, Jeffersonville wants to get the ball inside to Brian Hanley. That was a nice entry pass from the wing there by B.J. Flynn, and that's the best way to attack the zone for Jeffersonville.
Whitehead misfires at the other end and a foul. That's going to go against New Albany, I believe, against the big guy, Jeff Crowley, on the inside. There he is. That'll be his second, the team's 6th.
Tom, that could be a factor down the road in tonight's ball game. New Albany basically only sticks with the 5 starters, and if they get in foul trouble, that could cause some problems for the Bulldogs.
Jeff with the basketball now. And a 25-footer by Wilkerson won't go down. Ball battled for, and Whitehead comes out of there with it. Now the ball's loose, and Wilkerson picks up the loose ball. Back-to-back turnovers. Sharon, Wilkerson, Bixler, down low, shot on the way, up and in. Number 42, Brent Connor with his first basket. 33-23, the lead's cut to 10.
Good ball movement by Jeffersonville after the turnover. Wilkerson goes in, draws the defense to him. He got the ball to Bixler, and a nice pass by Bixler for the 2 points.
Petroselli drives the paint, puts it up and in. Mike Petroselli with his first basket. 35-23, New Albany. Quickly, Flynn puts it up, missed everything. And you hear the chance of air ball as number 50, Mike Petroselli, brings down the board. Castillo and Whitehead up the court for the Bulldogs. Looking at man-to-man defense by Jeffersonville. 3:45 to go here in the second quarter. Three-pointer on the way, no good by Castillo, and the rebound off long to Brad Bixler. Sharon Wilkerson. One dribble, now the 22-footer off the iron, no good, and a big rebound by David Hunter. Hunter gives it up to Whitehead. Clock continues to roll. 3:20 in the second quarter. A 12-point advantage for the Bulldogs. They have the ball out of bounds. Nice play by Whitehead on the save.
You can see Ladrell Whitehead came off the pick, got the ball back. Then he was just bumped and he lost his balance, but a smart play throwing the ball off Jeffersonville. New Albany gets the ball back in their court.
Couple of substitutions. B.J. Flynn going to get a rest. As you see, Jim Miller of the New Albany Bulldogs coming back in the game, number 50, Corey Norman. And he will replace Brent Connor, number 42. Inside, Noy Castillo to the free throw line. Ball slapped away by Hanley. Castillo regains composure, and Hanley fouled. Hanley's first, team 6th.
Well, that's a tough call going either way, Tom. You can see here on the replay, the ball stripped away nicely by Hanley. Castillo got a little bit of an edge in position, and Hanley's effort for the ball made him receive the foul, and that's a tough one. But the coach of Jeffersonville, Mike Broughton, he's really not upset with that foul. That shows his players are really hustling, going after the loose balls, and trying to pick up the pressure on defense for Jeffersonville.
Dana Overton back in the ball game for Jeffersonville, replacing Brad Bixler. And a lot of pressure being applied by the Red Devils now as New Albany gets the ball inbounds to their money man in this game, Ladrell Whitehead. Hunter with it. Around the horn, Whitehead one-on-one. He'll put it up off balance. It's blocked, but a foul. Going to be whistled on Dana Overton. His first, team 7.
Let's see if we can take a look here, Tom. Again, Ladrell Whitehead's quickness gets the edge on Overton. Overton made the block cleanly up top, it looked like, but he got him with the body, and that shows a nice move by Ladrell Whitehead, and he'll go to the free throw line to cash in.
Ladrell, 37 of 55 on the year, 67% from the line. He puts it up too strong, bounces around, and will not take the home team roll when you're on the road. Lively rim, though, huh?
Several bounces there. That's about the first thing that hasn't gone Ladrell Whitehead's way this evening.
Second one is good. 17 points here in the first half for Ladrell Whitehead for New Albany. A 13-point advantage for the Bulldogs, 36-23 with 2:50 to go, second quarter. Dana Overton, a little strong, and the rebound cleared by Mike Petroselli. Help from Noy Castillo, and Whitehead now being called off the ball as Castillo gets it in the forecourt, and New Albany wanting to set up a different offense.
New Albany backing the ball out, trying to spread out Jeffersonville's man-to-man defense to take the help side away.
There's a three from Noy Castillo. Castillo now with 14 points in the game. 39-23, quickly to the other end. Shot on the way by Norman is good. Corey Norman with his first bucket. So the pace picks up once again, 39-25. New Albany by 14. We're down to the 2-minute mark here in the second quarter. Inside, no way. Good rebound by Corey Norman as he cleans glass. Ball slapped out of the hands of Overton. And it will be Jeffersonville ball.
Well, Noy Castillo's not afraid to put it up, is he, Tom? He has very good range. And when he makes one three-pointer, look for him the next time he gets his hands on the ball to put it up again. And that's what good shooters do. When they make one or two, they feel they're hot, and they're going to keep putting it up.
Long pass out to B.J. Flynn. Hanley from three-point range right there. Brian Hanley with 7 points, his third field goal. 39-28, the lead cut to 11. Whitehead up in a hurry, but New Albany going to slow the pace down again on offense.
Well, Tom, New Albany likes to spread the defense out. They'll get the ball to Castillo, then they'll try to get it back to Whitehead to see if he can take advantage of his quickness and create an opening down the lane.
Slow tempo now, 1:10 to go here in the first half. New Albany with the ball and an 11-point lead. Petroselli gives it up to Whitehead. B.J. Flynn looking him eye to eye on defense. Crowd getting into it now, 52 seconds. 39-28 your score here in the second quarter. Number 8 team in the state, New Albany, with the basketball and the lead over number 3 Jeffersonville. Petroselli back to Whitehead, down to 34 seconds. So New Albany going to kill the 1:20 that was left on the clock when they received possession, down to 25 seconds now. Petroselli inside. Up and in by David Hunter. He's got 8 points. 17 seconds and a chance for Jeff now to score the last bucket of the first half.
That was great execution by New Albany, and now Jeffersonville needs the same here at the end of the half.
Hanley from 3. In and out. Wilkerson on the follow. Lost the ball. Still loose. Up and in. And it counts. Wilkerson puts it in at the buzzer. 15 points. And New Albany takes an 11-point lead to the locker room. New Albany 41. Jeffersonville 30. Hoosier hysteria at its finest from Jeffersonville, Indiana. We'll be right back.
Heating and Cooling, your source for home comfort for over 30 years. Now offering service at regular rates until 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Please give our professional staff a call today. Sloan Pontiac Buick GMC Trucks, Metro Louisville's only dealership that sells Pontiac, Buick, and GMC all in one location, with the largest selection of new cars and trucks, and receiver of Pontiac's Master Dealer Award of '92. Sloan Pontiac Buick GMC Trucks, located 1 block west of Green Tree Mall in Clarksville.
The Free Enterprise System, the motor coach company that specializes in field trips and tours for the Jeffersonville and New Albany area. For a safe and worry-free field trip, call the Free Enterprise System. Anything else is just a bus ride.
The Hartfield Company, specializing in life, health, and investment planning. The Hartfield Company Incorporated has 27 years experience in fringe benefit planning, life and health insurance, in addition to a whole array of investment opportunities, including mutual funds and investment annuities. 27 years professional and friendly service. Call 948-9201.
Paris invites you to sneak a peek at Southern Indiana's most impressive furniture showroom. Paris Design Center, 700 Pearl Street, New Albany. Complete furnishings for the home and office. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6. Saturdays, 10 till 4. Tommy Lancaster Restaurant, the perfect spot to relax and replay the game over a pizza, a sandwich, or a full meal along with your favorite beverage. Tommy's is open late, too. The kitchen is open until 11:30 Monday through Thursday, until 12:30 on Friday and Saturday. Tommy Lancaster Restaurant, 1629 East Market, New Albany. First National Bank of Indiana, where home equity loans are 5.9%. See First National Bank of Indiana at any of their 11 convenient locations for all your loan needs. At 6 of their locations, they'll tell you, we do Saturdays. First National Bank of Indiana, coming through for you. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Ladies and gentlemen, the King has entered the building. It's the birthday of Elvis Presley, and the home team Red Devils are celebrating as the King was left a ticket at the front gate. I believe Jerry Glanville bought that ticket for him, and he is now throwing souvenir basketballs to the crowd here at Johnson Arena. Our halftime score, 41-30, New Albany over Jeffersonville. Quickly, I'll run over some scoring here for you. For New Albany, David Hunter has 8 points. Mike Petroselli with a deuce. Noy Castillo having a great game. He's got 14 points. And Ladrell Whitehead leading all scorers in this game. He has 17 first half points. For Jeffersonville, Brian Hanley has 7 points. Brent Connor with 2. Corey Norman with 2. 2 points for B.J. Flynn. 2 for Brad Bixler. And Sharon Wilkerson has 15 points in the ball game. Diana Lane is courtside with the fine people that have brought you tonight's basketball game. Let's take it down to Diana now and find out who her guests are.
We're back on the floor now, and I have 3 guests with me. It's been a pretty good game, and your team is winning so far.
So far, but it's only half over.
This is Mike Pattison, and he's with Cardinal Cable. I also had Sandra Edgman, and she's with Insight Cable with Jeffersonville, right? And also I have Dan Miller, and he's with WHAS in Louisville with the ABC affiliate. Now we're gonna go first with Mike. Mike, what does it take to put all this together? Because we're in not only your 2 cable systems, but in 2.1 million homes on Sports Channel.
Yeah, 2.1 million, and also Store in Louisville is offering a pay-per-view event. Just takes a lot of coordination. This year, it's bigger than ever, but it's because we 3 went together this year and worked together on it, and so far everything looks good.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about this working together. Now, you've sold pay-per-view and also your system. How many have you sold?
Over, about 600 total.
Over 600 pay-per-view.
And when did you start this selling?
Well, we just got the notification on Tuesday that we could start selling the game, so we really started selling immediately, but most of our buys came in today in our system.
Now, this all was made possible, really, with WHAS,
yes.
With the satellite feed. So explain to me how that works.
Well, we're just really excited to help make this happen. What we're doing is putting the game up on satellite so that the cable companies and other people like Sports Channel can pick it up off the satellite. So we're providing production assistance tonight.
And that's pretty expensive, though, to use a satellite then. So you're saving a lot of money for us?
Yes. Well, it is, but it's something that we do on a regular basis as part of our business. So it's a lot easier for us to do because we're out there doing it every day. And we're just really excited to help make this happen for Southern Indiana.
It's pretty exciting. Now, Mike, we did this last year locally with New Albany. What changes have taken place from last year to this year?
The biggest changes is that we've just included more area, you know, including inside into it and all of Louisville, well, plus the $2 million on Sports Channel. It's just grown bigger. Is the biggest difference, you know, from last year.
And
it's every bit as exciting.
Yeah, and Sandra, how did you feel when he first contacted you about this? Were you skeptical about the live broadcast?
No, I think it's great that we can provide this kind of programming to the community and do it as a joint effort. I think it's great.
Thank you. Dan, Sandra, and Mike, thanks a lot for joining us. Now we're going to go back upstairs to Ted and Tom.
Call's Body Shop, 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany, is truly your friend in the auto business. Call's specialty is body work, but they handle all kinds of insurance work. They straighten frames and do interior as well as exterior work. See Mickey Call for quality at a fair price. Call's Body Shop, family owned and operated since 1954. Who can you count on for exceptional values for your home? Who has the finest brand name selection? Who has guaranteed lowest prices with free delivery on most items? Who? Smith's Furniture, appliances and electronics. That's who.
Citizens Fidelity Bank. Like most banks, we place a great importance on numbers, the fiscal and physical kind. That's why Citizens Fidelity is pleased to lend our support to our local athletic programs. We believe that athletic achievement instills a sense of pride in our community. Citizens Fidelity Bank, a PNC bank.
Toothache, sore gums, or questions about dentistry in general, call Dr. Joseph P. Hartman, 948-8154. Dr. Hartman pays particular attention to pleasing even the most frightened patient through quality dental care using the most up-to-date equipment. Dr. Hartman is willing to address any of your family's dental questions. National Insurance Brokers, a large insurance business right here in downtown New Albany, located at 202 Pearl Street. National Insurance Brokers gives you the best insurance protection possible and the services that save you time and money. National Insurance Brokers in New Albany. Will your furnace survive the winter? Think about it. With cold winter days ahead, now is the time to think about your heating system. New Albany Heating and Air Conditioning and Electrical can repair your existing unit or replace it with a new Carrier high-efficiency furnace. New Albany Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical, 944-6019. For full-service banking, visit your nearby INB Banking Center. All the financial and insurance service you need to succeed close to home. INB Banking Center serving Clark, Floyd, Harrison, and Washington counties. An equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
We're at halftime at Johnson Arena in Jeffersonville, Indiana. The Jeffersonville High School Red Devils, ranked number 3 in the state of Indiana, trail the New Albany Bulldogs, ranked number 8 right now by the score of 41-30. Jeffersonville outscoring New Albany 19-12 in the second quarter and able to get back in this basketball game after trailing by as many as 18.
Well, Tom, in the first half, it was all New Albany in the first quarter. You can see here in the last possession of the half, though, Jeffersonville scrapping. They get the ball knocked away, and at the buzzer, Sharon Wilkerson hits the basket to cut into that lead, get the lead down to 11 points, and Jeffersonville did a nice job of staying composed in the second quarter. In the first quarter, it was all New Albany, and Latrell Whitehead, as he has 17 points in the first half and just ran right through, around, and over Jeffersonville's defense.
We're ready to start quarter number 3. They're having to clear some of the crowd off the floor. As we said, a sellout crowd here. Got to be 5,300 plus. This has to be a record crowd for this facility because there is nowhere to move in any of the aisles right now. People standing in all 4 corners of the upper deck and lower area here at the William Johnson Arena. So we're glad you're with us. Many of you on pay-per-view, many of you watching via the Sports Channel. Thanks for being with us. Hoosier Hysteria, we couldn't have asked for a greater basketball game and a greater matchup here between 2 rivals. Jeffersonville with the ball as we begin third quarter action. Sharon Wilkerson headed to IU. Dishes it off to B.J. Flynn. To Bixler, and they go inside. Shot up by Norman. Won't go down, and Whitehead with a rebound for New Albany. Latrell Whitehead averages 5.3 rebounds a game, and he cleans some glass there.
Both teams starting out in a man-to-man defense here in the second half, Tom. New Albany with a man-to-man, that's the first time all game, and you can see here Noy Castillo knocks down the three-pointer, and he feels confident taking that long-range jumper this evening.
Castillo 17 points, 44-30 the lead, back to 14 now. Jeffersonville, B.J. Flynn forced the shot. The putback by Hanley is good. He has 9. 44-32, a 12-point lead. Ball lost out of bounds. Nice defensive work by Brad Bixler, the 5'10 sophomore, slapping the ball away.
You can see a change here in the second half, Tom. Brad Bixler, the sophomore, is in the ball game to start the second half. Jeffersonville going with a smaller, quicker lineup to really try to put some pressure on New Albany, and they'd like to get the ball out of Whitehead and Castillo's hands, but New Albany doing a nice job of keeping the ball in their money men hands.
6:41 to go here in the third quarter. 44-32, almost knocked away. Castillo sets up, 12-footer, right side, got it. Noy Castillo now takes control. He's got 19 points. To the other end quickly, the shot up no good by Brian Henley, and a foul on New Albany underneath. This may be on the big guy, Jeff Crowley. If it is, it's his third.
Well, that was a nice look inside by Brad Bixler, and Hanley getting good position, takes it right to the hoop. That's the third foul on Crowley, and we'll see if Coach Miller for New Albany brings in a substitution. That will be the first one this evening for New Albany, and Crowley does sit down.
So Tom Murphy will get the call, a 6'9", 180-pound sophomore. As you get a good close-up look of the 6'2" junior Hanley of Jeffersonville, he's a 71% free throw shooter, and he puts the first one in.
Let's see if we can take a look here, Tom. Well, we missed a little bit of the first part of the play, but you can see Hanley going right at the basket, and that third foul on Crowley could be a turning point in this ball game.
Ball's loose, but a nice job underneath by B.J. Flynn as he grabs the rebound, puts it up and in. Pressure being applied by Jeffersonville now. The lead back to 11, 46-35. Whitehead through traffic. Shot blocked by Corey Norman. Tom Murphy seeing his first action, and Norman up there to swat the ball away.
Corey Norman said, "Welcome to the big game, big fella." Tom Murphy has that one sent into the seats by Corey Norman, and Jeffersonville has really picked up the pace on their defense.
New Albany to inbound, Castillo to do the honors. Looks for help. Finally hustles it in before the 5 count. Shot by Castillo. Won't go down. The putback. That shot's blocked, and then a foul after the shot on number 50, Corey Norman.
Well, Norman was able to block the shot, but he got him with the body after the block. And Mike Petroselli looks like he's limping a little bit.
First foul on Jeffersonville, second on Norman.
You can take a look here. Castillo with the miss. The rebound by Petroselli. Norman way up to block the shot, but in his aggressiveness to block it, he came right down on Petroselli, and he'll go to the line for 2 freebies.
Petroselli, no good. Mike Petroselli, a 6'2" junior, a 60% free throw shooter, misses on his first chance here. He has 2 points thus far in the basketball game. Good close-up look at him as he puts the second one up and in. 3 points now. 47-35, 12-point advantage for New Albany. To the other end, quickly shot up and in. As Hanley scores again, he has 12 points.
Once again, Tom, Jeffersonville looking to knock the ball inside to Hanley, especially with Crowley out of the ball game. Look for Jeffersonville to go inside every opportunity, and Hanley is the man to do it inside for Jeffersonville here in the third quarter.
Castillo to Whitehead. New Albany on offense. And we've got a foul going to be called against number 45, Whitehead, on the offensive foul as he threw the left arm out to protect himself. That'll be Whitehead's first. and the second team foul against New Albany, and a timeout on the floor. So we'll take a break. Well, let's go to the stats here. Excuse me, 5:34 to go here in the third quarter. Ted, let's take a look at the halftime stats.
Okay, as you can see, Tom, New Albany shooting 63% from the floor. They were able to get very good shots with the layups by Ladrell Whitehead and Noy Castillo from long range and three-pointer. Jeffersonville came back in the second quarter, 48%, 12 out of 25 from the field. The rebound battle, New Albany had 11, Jeffersonville 6. There weren't many rebounds. Both teams made most of their shots. A very well-played game, though, on offense taking care of the basketball. Only 5 turnovers for Jeffersonville and 3 for New Albany. The three-point shooting, Jeffersonville able to stay in the ball game there. Sharon Wilkerson hitting 3 three-pointers in that first half, helping out Jeffersonville in the second quarter. And New Albany, 38% from the three-point range. Noy Castillo doing most of the damage there.
We have a 10-point advantage for the New Albany Bulldogs with 5:34 to go in the third quarter, but Jeffersonville knocking on the door once again. Boy, big key for them right now, Ted, has to be get this lead under 10 points or under double digits. Lob play to Wilkerson and the slam jam.
That's a set play out of the timeout and a great call by Broughton. You see Sharon Wilkerson go high for that ball and the crowd leaps to its feet automatically.
Everybody loves it. Castillo on the other end in trouble. Whitehead, the delay, puts it up. It won't go down, but a foul. Great off-balance move inside by Whitehead. We're seeing great basketball at both ends.
After the timeout, New Albany came out in their 2-3 zone, which they played in the first half. And let's see if we can take a look here. Brad Bixler to Sharon Wilkerson, and he throws it down. He's way up over the rim there, and that gets the crowd rocking and rolling here in Jeffersonville.
Ted, would you call that a high percentage shot?
I don't think Sharon's going to miss very many of those, Tom.
Whitehead up and in. He's 2 out of 3 from the free throw line. He's got 18.
Here's the angle. Sharon throws the ball out top and then cuts baseline. And Brad Bixler with 3 assists here in the third quarter.
Second free throw is good, and then a violation against Jeffersonville. It's going to be a foul. Battling for position on the second free throw. It's going to go against Corey Norman, and that's his third.
That's a tough call for Jeffersonville. They just cut the lead to 8, and then Whitehead with the free throws gets it back to 10, but the foul after the free throw really hurts Jeffersonville. It could be a 4-point play for New Albany and get the momentum back in their favor just when Jeffersonville had the fans going.
And now Mike Broughton going to take Corey Norman out of the game. He and David Hunter were bodying up near the paint area for the inbounds play, and the officials keeping an eye on that, so Coach Broughton clears the area. Here's Whitehead inside. The basket won't go, but he's fouled.
Excellent cut to the basket by Ladrell Whitehead. He's doing everything, Tom, even on the out-of-bounds play. He makes a nice cut to the basket, and he'll go back to the free throw line, trying to score 4 points with only 1 second moving off the clock.
Any college coaches that would be watching this game might be getting their pen in hand right now to send a letter down New Albany way for Whitehead. Too bad about Wilkerson. I bet a lot of people would like to have him, but the general in Bloomington, Indiana has already got his name in ink. Whitehead from the charity stripe up and in. 4 out of 5. He missed his first. He's hit 4 in a row. 20 points in this game. Whitehead now has scored 20 points in 3 of the 8 ball games he's played. 21 now as he connects once again. It's 51-39. 12-point advantage. Wilkerson loses the ball. He's fouled from behind by Whitehead, his second personal.
Nice move by Sharon Wilkerson. You can see the senior, the leader for Jeffersonville, really trying to get his club going here in the third quarter. Sharon takes it in, spins on Whitehead. He gets around him, and Whitehead trying to knock the ball in from behind, reaches in, and he gets caught, and Wilkerson up to the free throw line.
4:59 to go, third quarter. Jeff cut the lead to 8 moments ago. And you see Sharon Wilkerson, the 72% free throw shooter, making his first appearance at the stripe tonight. Puts it up, it will not go down. Jeff is a team 3 for 5 from the stripe thus far tonight.
Coach Jim Miller for New Albany did not take much time. Jeff Crowley is back in the ball game.
Second shot rims out, no good, but there for the rebound and the putback, number 42. That's Brent Connor. He's got 4 points in the game. It's a 10-point advantage for New Albany, and a lot of pressure by Jeffersonville, and it causes a turnover.
Excellent pressure by Jeffersonville. Castillo was double-teamed along the sideline. He did a nice job of trying to back away from the trap and reverse it, but the pass got away, and Jeffersonville has a chance to cut it under 10 again.
Overton inside to Hanley, puts it up and in. Hanley with a great game. He's got 14 points. The lead cut to 8. Whitehead all the way down, free throw line, good. Ladrell Whitehead putting on a shooting clinic tonight. 23 points. At the other end, the three will not go down for Sherrod Wilkerson, but fighting hard, B.J. Flynn has the ball slapped out of bounds. It belongs to the Red Devils. 53 for New Albany, 43 for Jeffersonville with 4:17 to go in a very, very long third quarter.
Well, Tom, there's been a lot of action, a lot of whistles. Jeffersonville with 4 fouls already here in the second half. New Albany 3, and Crowley has those 3 personals.
And a quick foul whistled against Jeffersonville. That's on Hanley, I believe. Let's see. It is. That's his 3rd personal foul, and Mike Broughton does not agree.
Well, that's a tough call. When it's an out-of-bounds play, Hanley was just trying to fight through a pick. Whitehead, there he is again, did a nice job of setting the pick and falling to the floor. And that's 3 fouls on Hanley as well as 3 on Norman.
Loose ball controlled by New Albany. Good no call there. Jim Miller wanted to call against Jeffersonville. And they're going to call an intentional foul on Dana Overton as Castillo was tripped. That's 2 shots in the ball.
That's a big call there, Tom. Dana Overton, I'd like to see if we can see that on a replay. Number 50, Mike Petroselli, was going with the left hand. As you can see, he makes the first freebie. He was dribbling with the left hand, and Overton got his feet tangled up. The referee on the spot felt it was a flagrant foul, and 2 free throws for New Albany, and they get the ball back.
4:01 to go in the quarter number 3. Substitution out of the game. Brent Connor and Corey Norman, number 50, back in as New Albany has the ball and a 12-point advantage. Castillo goes to Whitehead. He's guarded by B.J. Flynn. Whitehead, good! A 2.
He's unconscious, Tom. Everything is going in for Ladrell Whitehead tonight.
25 points for Whitehead. To the other end, the shot up, but before the shot, a foul on the inside. David Hunter, I believe, of New Albany will pick up his 2nd personal, and that'll be the team's 5th.
Good drive to the baseline there by B.J. Flynn. He was able to draw the defense to him along the baseline and then dished it back to Corey Norman, and Norman was fouled before he got the shot up to the basket, so Jeffersonville gets the ball out of bounds.
Flynn, Overton, bounce pass inside, shot on the way and good. Good strong move inside by Corey Norman. He has 4 points. Here comes New Albany. Noy Castillo, 3 on the way, off the iron, no good. Hunter on the rebound, fade away, no. And the rebound off to Wilkerson. Jeffersonville moving the ball now. Pass cross court. Overton in paint. Puts it up off the glass. Missed it. The tip in by Wilkerson. 19 for Wilkerson. It's a 10-point ball game. Ball slapped away. Flynn comes up with a loose ball on the New Albany turnover. Pass inside. Nice defensive play. Jeff Crowley slapping it out of bounds.
Tom, this action is wonderful. Everybody's hustling everywhere, just like you'd expect in a game of this magnitude.
Wilkerson will inbound for Jeffersonville. 2:55 to go third quarter. 57-47, a 10-point advantage for New Albany, but Jeff has the basketball. They want to cut it back to single digits. Overton, left side, shot short, but hustling to get the basketball. Number 42, Brent Connor. Here's Wilkerson off the iron, missed it, put back, no. The third is up, it won't go down, but he's fouled. Wilkerson with 3 tries. And a foul against New Albany. Let's see who they call it on. 53 is David Hunter, his 3rd personal foul.
Let's see if we can take a look on the replay here, Tom. Sharon Wilkerson misses it, follows it, misses it again, but he stays with it, and that great leaping ability will send Sharon Wilkerson to the line with 2 free throws. And you can see Jeffersonville, like a body puncher, really going inside against New Albany's defense, while New Albany's countering with the 3-pointers and Ladrell Whitehead's quickness. What a great game.
Wilkerson, good. I've got him 1 out of 3 on the evening. Coming in a 72% free throw shooter. That cuts the lead to single digits, 9, 57-48. We still have 2:41 to go third quarter and 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter in regulation. The 6'3 senior, IU bound, puts the second one up, missed it. Rebound pulled down by Hunter. So Wilkerson, 1 out of 4 from the line tonight. But he still has scored 20 points in this game. New Albany with the basketball. Noy Castillo, all-star candidate for the Bulldogs. Gives it up to Whitehead, who also should be an all-star candidate. Shot up, won't go down, but a foul out near the free throw line. That's going to go against Corey Norman, his 4th. And that's 7 against the team.
That's a big call for Jeffersonville. Corey Norman with 4 fouls. That's going to hurt their inside play. Jeffersonville has really been attacking the inside against New Albany with Corey Norman and Brian Hanley, and also Sharon Wilkerson on the offensive rebounds. B.J. Flynn has had 2 offensive rebounds. The third quarter has been Jeffersonville going inside, but Ladrell Whitehead has been living at the free throw line.
25 points thus far, 5 out of 6 from the stripe tonight. He's coming in 67% free throw shooter, but he's helping his numbers immensely tonight. 6 out of 7 from the line and 26 points. He's just 2 shy of his season high 28, but he scored against Floyd Central and he misses the second one. And there's a steal as Jeff turns it over. Ball thrown up, offensive foul called against number 50, Mike Petroselli. That'll be his 3rd personal foul. 6 against New Albany.
Good hustle on Jeffersonville's part there. Brad Bixler made the turnover, but hustled back on defense and helped out as they draw the offensive foul. And now Jeffersonville again and trying to attack the zone from New Albany. Look and see if they'll go inside.
Bixler lob pass, throws it away. Was looking for B.J. Flynn, but needed a guy 6'8", 6'10" to haul that one down. 58-48, 10-point Bulldog lead. They have the basketball with 2:05 to go in the third quarter. Noy Castillo, lob pass over to Whitehead. He'll cut through the pressure, goes all the way, bounce pass, and contact, and foul by Dana Overton. His momentum just carried him right into Jeff Crowley, and that'll be his 3rd personal foul.
Well, Tom, attacking the pressure of Jeffersonville means getting the ball in Ladrell Whitehead's hands. Usually you have to pass the ball to the middle against a trapping press defense like Jeffersonville is using, but Whitehead on the ball reversal breaks into the middle on the dribble, and he created a 3-on-1 opportunity, and now you see Jeff Crowley at the free throw line as a result.
And he misfires his first try there this evening. Jeff quickly, Hanley loses the handle on the ball. Now a jump ball situation, possession arrow in favor of the Bulldogs. Ted touched on it earlier. Hustle from both of these teams is just tremendous. And this has had playoff atmosphere since the first tip.
Well, Tom, you can see the pressure defense by Jeffersonville. They've really picked up their pressure full court here in the third quarter. When New Albany's been able to get the ball in Whitehead's hands, they've had no trouble. But if they don't, they've had some problems, and that's helped Jeffersonville keep this a 10-point ball game.
A lot of pressure being applied by the Red Devils now. With the basketball, Mike Petroselli gives it up to Whitehead. He's going to try to clear the line in 10. He does. He comes all the way in. Behind the back pass to Hunter.
Latrell Whitehead's everywhere. What a nice pass behind the back for Latrell Whitehead. And now the steal.
Castillo up, and no, he missed it. And a foul going to be whistled on number 42, Brent Connor. That'll be his second.
Great action, Tom. Noy Castillo had the wide open layup. You can see here on the steal, Sharon Wilkerson loses the ball. Whitehead gives it up. Castillo misses, but Whitehead right there to follow, and he's fouled on the rebound. And guess who's back at the line once again?
1:22 to go here in the third quarter. 60 for New Albany, 48 for Jeffersonville. And we've got a timeout as there's some water on the floor on the sideline area, so they'll take a little bit of time here to clean things out. And they say that's what the player slipped on just a moment ago, so they're taking care of that right now. And now we'll go to the near end, and Whitehead will shoot some free throws.
Well, Tom, Whitehead even caused the water to be on the floor because B.J. Flynn tried to draw the charge. He fell down, and that's where the slick spot was.
Missed the free throw. Ball's loose on the inside, controlled by Jeffersonville. To the other end quickly. The layup up and good. B.J. Flynn. He has 6. Whitehead down in a hurry. Gives it up. Shot up and in. Jeff Brawley with his first bucket of the night. 62-50 the score as we work end to end in a hurry. B.J. Flynn from three-point range, no good. Shut up and in by Wilkerson. 22 points. 45 seconds to go, third quarter. 10-point game. Quickly. Whitehead up off the glass and in. A season high for Whitehead. 28 points. To the other end, Sharon Wilkerson. It won't go down in the rebound. Pulled out of there by number 53, David Hunter. 30 seconds to go, third quarter. 64-52 the score, a 12-point advantage.
New Albany's going to try to hold for the last shot here. Let's see if they can have the same execution they had at the end of the first half, but no, a turnover, good pressure by Jeffersonville, and they get the ball with 17 seconds to go.
The crowd very close to the floor here. Just a couple of feet separates them from the playing surface. 5,300 plus strong here to see this one. Over 50, 60 members of the media. You see the clock. There's that alley-oop play, and Bixler throws that into the third row of the seats, and that was intended again for Sharon Wilkerson. Jeff intercepts Hanley. 3 seconds. He'll go all the way to the hole, puts it up, and scores at the buzzer.
Great move by Brian Hanley to end this third quarter.
We'll take a break with the score. New Albany 64, Jeff 54.
J.O. Anderson Son Jewelers is a store full of wonderful surprises, from elegant diamonds to precision-made watches, from Waterford Crystal to China by Lennox and Noritake. For 112 years, J.O. Anderson Son Jewelers, 314 Pearl Street in downtown New Albany.
Buying a home or refinancing? Call Humphreys and Associates. Humphreys is one of the leading mortgage companies in the Midwest, lending over $300 million in 1992. For home financing at very competitive rates, call Humphreys and Associates, Spring and Pearl, New Albany. Key Communications Service Incorporated, a full-service data communications company. Key Communications is proud of Southern Indiana and pleased to sponsor top-notch Indiana high school basketball action. 1-800-937-3865.
Sponsored by Kentuckiana's news channel, WHAS 11, the leader in news and information in Louisville and Southern Indiana. We bring you more news. more often than any other station. That's Kentuckiana's news channel, WHAS 11.
We are back to action after the timeout. Between quarters, we're into the fourth quarter. Hanley on the inside, dishes it over. Shot up and in by Brent Connor, and a foul. Connor with 6 points. The lead cut to 8. And a foul on David Hunter. That will be his 4th.
Nice play there, Tom, by Brian Hanley. He's able to get inside, draws the defense, and the nice dish. And Connor makes the basket and goes to the line to try to complete this three-point play.
Tom Murphy checks back into the lineup. Jim Miller going with only 6 players tonight, his starting 5, and Murphy has been the lone substitute. As you take a look at Brent Connor, a 70% free throw shooter, he puts it up and in. 3-point play for Jeffersonville, and it's a 7-point advantage now for the Bulldogs with 7:45 to go here in regulation. Noy Castillo, double team, works his way around to the sideline and pushes off with the left arm as Brad Bixler set up. Castillo picks up his 2nd personal foul.
Well, Tom, there in the fourth quarter, Jeffersonville took off their full court pressure and went to a 1-3-1 half-court trap. As soon as Castillo came across the half-court line, they trapped him. He tried to back out of the trap, but in doing that, he's called for the charge.
Sharon Wilkerson into the corner, shot on the way, no good. Hanley battles for the ball, it's loose out front, and Jeff Crowley of New Albany controls it as the Bulldogs bring it up. 64-57, 7 minutes, 15 seconds to go in regulation. Whitehead across the time stripe, he's double teamed, finds Castillo, now they go to the corner. Mike Petroselli, and the foul. Hanley picks up foul number 4.
Let's see if we can take a look here. They get the ball in the corner, and Petroselli tries to drive the lane, and Hanley sticks his knee out there. That's a close call, but that's not a charge for sure. And so that call goes against Hanley, and that's his 4th.
Petroselli missed the free throw. The putback won't go down for Tom Murphy, and Jeff comes out with a rebound. B.J. Flynn to the other end. In traffic, puts it up, missed it. The tip, no good by Hanley. The put back up, he scores, and he's fouled.
Great work inside by Brian Hanley. The miss by Flynn. Hanley strong underneath for Jeffersonville. Let's see if we can take a look here. Flynn misses the shot. Hanley goes up, bats it twice, gets it, goes up strong, counts the basket, and back to the line to try to cut this lead to 4 points.
18 points for Hanley. The foul goes against Tom Murphy, his 1st. And Coach Jim Miller wants a timeout. We'll take a break. With 6:56 to go in the fourth quarter, our score, a 5-point lead for New Albany, 64-59 over Jeffersonville.
If you've been injured, call Nick Stein Attorney. Absolutely no fee until he wins your case. Serving Southern Indiana. 157 East Main, New Albany, 948-6002.
We are back live from Johnson Arena at Jeffersonville High School, Jeffersonville, Indiana. And we've got a dandy of a matchup here between 2 of the top 10 teams in the state of Indiana in boys high school basketball. We're nearly midway through this season. Tournament's a long way away for these teams, but we have a definite tournament atmosphere in this game tonight.
Well, Tom, this is also a Hoosier Hills Conference battle, but I think most importantly, this is just bragging rights from rivals. Jeffersonville, New Albany, they've played since 1906, and I believe it's New Albany that leads the series all time, 62-57. But this is a great game tonight. Again, Flynn with the miss, Hanley hustling, even with 4 fouls, puts it up, gets the ball to roll in, and that strength pays off for Brian Hanley. And Jeffersonville, down by 5, making their run here in the fourth quarter.
Hanley now with 18 points in the game. He's 1 for 2 from the stripe tonight. You see his numbers on the year, averaging 18 points a game. And Jeffersonville touting him as the Mr. Basketball candidate for next year. He's only a junior. The lead cut to 4 with a made free throw on the 3-point play. 64-60. Every trip important for both teams now as Whitehead brings it down for New Albany. Puts it up and in.
Latrell Whitehead again. He just is taking the ball one-on-one, and everything's falling for Latrell Whitehead. And right now you can see Jeffersonville hustling back on offense. That time they throw it away.
6:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. 66 New Albany, 60 Jeffersonville. You see the clock in the lower right-hand portion of your screen. Petroselli tries to get it inside. Up strong, the shot won't go down for Hunter, and the rebound pulled out of there by Sharon Wilkerson. Wilkerson with it, he'll go inside. Dishes over, Hanley up and in.
Nice move by Wilkerson, and Hanley right in position, and that's why he's a great player for Jeff.
Hanley 21 points in this game. Still 6 minutes to go. Lob pass, Hanley takes it away. Jeff with a 5-on-4 as Hunter's down. Right side. Bixler from 3 off the iron, no good. And that ball controlled in there by number 42, Brent Connor. And they may call that on Connor pushing off for position.
Jeffersonville trying to attack with the quick three-pointer. They had the advantage, and even with the long rebound, New Albany in good position. You can see here on the replay, Bixler, the three-pointer just a little long, and Connor over the back of Crowley, and Crowley going to the line with the one and bonus.
5:51 to go here in the fourth quarter. 66-62, 4-point advantage for New Albany. At the line, the big guy, Jeff Crowley. There's a good look at the 6'8 senior. Puts it up and in. No, they're going to wipe it off.
David Hunter was in the lane too early, and that's a key mistake there. That takes away the one and bonus, not just the free throw he made, but also the second opportunity.
Sharon Wilkerson to Bixler. Brad just a sophomore at 5'10 in the corner. B.J. Flynn to the paint, dishes inside, Hanley up and in.
Once again, Jeffersonville making the nice pass after driving inside. Hanley's there ready to receive the ball and drop in the easy layup for Jeffersonville.
This is the closest Jeffersonville has been since New Albany led it 4-2 inside. Hunter up. They're going to wipe it off, foul before the shot. And will go against New Albany.
Tom, I think they're going to get Latrell Whitehead on the charge.
That is on Whitehead. That's his third.
You can see he's trying to break down the defense. This time he drives, but standing tall in there is Brian Hanley taking the charge, and he's going to the free throw line with the one and bonus for Jeffersonville. This is a chance for Jeffersonville to tie the game for the first time since the ball game started, I believe, Tom.
2-2 was the only tie we've had in this game. New Albany ran out to a big 18-point lead in the first quarter, and the Red Devils have battled back. And let me tell you, it has been a battle. 5:13 on the clock, 66-64. Hanley, yes! 24 points for Brian Hanley. This is the 6th time in 12 games he has scored over 20 points. There's a good close-up look at the 6'2" junior, folks. He'll be back another season. Shot up, won't go down. The battle for the ball controlled in there by Norman. Up and in!
Jeffersonville with the lead.
Norman with the shot. And there's a steal. And they turn it right back over to New Albany. 67-66. Jeffersonville with their first lead of this basketball game. New Albany with the ball. Hunter going to take it right to the hole. He stops and pops it, won't go down. The rebound off to Brad Bixler. To Sharon Wilkerson. 4:40 to go. Hanley inside. Up strong. Got it.
Coach Jim Miller needs a timeout now. Hanley's just taking control inside, and when he's not there, Corey Norman is getting the rebound on that last missed free throw.
Timeout called on the floor. The Jeffersonville crowd finally getting into it. And we'll take a break with the score. Jeffersonville 69, New Albany 66 with 4:26 to go in regulation.
Richard Becht, Heating and Cooling, your source for home comfort for over 30 years. Now offering service at regular rates until 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Please give our professional staff a call today. Sloan Pontiac Buick GMC Trucks, Metro Louisville's only dealership that sells Pontiac, Buick, and GMC all in one location, with the largest selection of new cars and trucks, and receiver of Pontiac's Master Dealer Award of '92. Sloan Pontiac Buick GMC Trucks, located 1 block west of Green Tree Mall in Clarksville.
The Free Enterprise System, the motor coach company that specializes in field trips and tours for the Jeffersonville and New Albany area. For a safe and worry-free field trip, call the Free Enterprise System. Anything else is just a bus ride.
Electricity in the air in Johnson Arena. 5,300 plus watching a fantastic ball game between number 3 and number 8 in the state of Indiana. The crowd getting into it. New Albany with the ball. They trail it by 3. They led the entire way until just a few moments ago.
Tom, after the timeout, Coach Mike Broughton has Jeffersonville sitting back in a 1-2-2 zone, trying to mix up the defenses and see what New Albany can do.
They try to get it inside to the big guy, Crowley. He's able to get the loose ball. Controlled underneath.